And we are live. So, welcome back to Adventure Repeat. Thanks for being here. So, today we are doing the Michigan boating weather forecast. So, if this is your first time here, make sure you like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what else you want to hear about, and subscribe. We got a lot of great content coming, a lot of great content already on the channel, so be sure to check it out. So, we're going to cover the state of Michigan for the boating weather forecast for the weekend of June 7th through the 9th. So if you're thinking about getting the boat out for the big lake, be sure to tune in for this. So we're gonna start in South Haven. Today we're calling for northwest winds, 30 knots, decreasing to 15 knots late in the day. Sunny, waves 4 to 6 feet. Tonight, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, backing southwest toward daybreak. Partly cloudy, waves 1 to 3 feet. So South Haven, today is not your day. Saturday. Southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots late in the day. Partly sunny with a chance of rain showers, waves 1 to 2 feet. Then Saturday night, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, partly cloudy with a chance of rain showers and a slight chance of a thunderstorm, waves around a foot. So there is weather moving through Saturday. Nobody's really sure what or how bad it's going to be. So keep an eye on the forecast. If you're on the big lake and you need to see the rain coming, seek shelter. But otherwise, it might actually be an okay day to be on the water, at least for a cruise. Sunday, northwest winds around 15 knots, sunny, waves 1 to 2 feet. So Sunday looks to be a great day to be on the water out there. Grand Haven. Today, we're looking at west winds 9 to 18 knots, wind gusts as high as 26 knots. Mostly sunny, waves 2 to 4 feet. And then tonight, west winds 7 to 9 knots, mostly clear, waves 1 to 2 feet. So, over the last couple days, they've actually projected the waves to be lower and lower as the day goes on. So, we'll see how bad it actually is today out in Grand Haven. I'm curious, but it may not be a great day for the smaller craft. Saturday, southwest winds 6 to 11 knots, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon. Showers likely after 1 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. And Saturday night, north wind around 10 knots, becoming west after midnight. A slight chance of showers before 1 a.m., waves around a foot. So this kind of goes with the South Haven forecast, where nobody really knows when that storm system is going to come through and how bad it's going to be. So maybe Saturday morning will be a great day to get out there for a quick jog and buzz around. Sunday, west-northwest winds 10 to 12 knots, sunny, waves 1 to 2 feet. And Sunday night, north winds 10 to 14 knots, partly cloudy, waves around 2 feet. So Sunday may be a great day for a cruise also, as long as it's not too chilly to be on the water. Ludington. Today, we're looking at west-northwest winds 9 to 17 knots with gusts as high as 24 knots. A slight chance of showers before 7 a.m., waves 2 to 3 feet. Then tonight, west-northwest 5 to 7 knots, becoming variable and less than 5 knots, mostly clear, waves around a foot. So today may not be a great day to be on the big water either for Ludington. Saturday, variable winds less than 5 knots, becoming east 5 to 10 knots. In the afternoon, showers are likely, waves around a foot. Saturday night, west winds 7 to 9 knots, a slight chance of showers before 1 a.m., waves around a foot. So, Saturday's a little different than the southwest part of the state for them. They're not really calling for much for showers. They are calling for rain, but no winds to go with that, and no thunderstorms, so that's kind of nice. So, be a great day to be out there, and just be aware you might get wet. Sunday, we have west-northwest winds around 11 knots. Sunny, waves 1 to 2 feet. And then Sunday night, north wind around 11 knots, partly cloudy, waves around a foot. So, Sunday looks to be a nice day if you don't mind the wind. And the Grand Traverse Bay area, specifically out of Northport. Today we are looking at a west-northwest wind, 10 to 15 knots, isolated showers before 1 p.m., waves 1 to 2 feet. Tonight, west wind 5 to 10 knots, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. So, once you get past the morning rain that looks like they might have a chance for, it looks like a great day to be out there in that bay. Saturday, west-southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, rain likely mainly after 10 a.m., waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, variable winds 5 knots or less, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So, it seems like they might have a rain chance just pass through on Saturday in the morning or the early afternoon area. And then it looks like it'll clear up and be a nice day. So, you may get wet, may not. Just keep an eye on that. Sunday, west winds around 10 knots, mostly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday night, north wind around 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So Sunday looks like a beautiful day to be on the big water. Petoskey. Today, they look at west-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Isolated showers before 4 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, west-northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So just keep an eye on the radar. Otherwise, it actually looks like a good day to be on the water itself. Hey guys, nice to see you there. It's good to see some comments out there. So, Sunday, we're looking at west winds 5 to 10 knots, partly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday night, north-northwest wind 5 to 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So, Sunday will be a beautiful day to be out on Petoskey. So, the Straits area, Mackinac City and St. Ignace. Today, they're looking at a west-northwest wind around 15 knots, scattered showers, mainly before 11 a.m., waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, west-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. So keep an eye on the radar. You might get wet, but it looks like a great day to be running across the straits. Saturday, west wind 5 to 15 knots, scattered rain after 11 a.m., waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, west wind 5 to 10 knots, a chance of showers before 2 a.m., waves 1 foot or less. So it seems kind of dicey for Saturday. Who knows what that is going to bring. Michigan's going to have a system kind of roll through, so we'll see how that goes. Sunday, west-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, partly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, north-northwest wind around 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So be a great day to be buzzing around the straits and go see the island, go run around there and check out the area. Run with the freighters for a little while, get some good pictures of the bridge. Alpena. Today they're looking at a west-northwest wind around 10 knots, scattered showers, mainly between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. And then tonight, west-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, isolated showers for 8 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. So there's a system running through the Alpena area. May not be a great day, but if you do, just keep an eye on the water. They do have a small craft advisory out, so they're obviously saying probably shouldn't. Saturday, west winds 5 to 10 knots, rain likely mainly after 2 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. And then Saturday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots, showers likely mainly before 8 p.m., waves 1 foot or less. So Saturday morning looks like a good morning to be out there. Just keep an eye on the radar for Saturday night. Sunday, west-northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, mostly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And Sunday night, north-northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, partly cloudy, waves around a foot. So Sunday looks like a great day to be out on the water in the Alpena area. Just a little windy, but that's not a bad thing. And Essexville, so the Saginaw Bay area. Today they're looking at a west wind around 14 knots with gusts as high as 23 knots. Chance of showers mainly after 11 a.m., waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, west wind 8 to 13 knots with gusts as high as 21 knots, mostly cloudy, then becoming mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. So with obviously the lower state of Michigan, there's obviously going to be windy. So today might not be a great day to be on the water for them. Saturday, west-southwest winds 10 to 12 knots, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 18 knots. Showers likely after 2 p.m. Waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, north winds 7 to 10 knots becoming west after midnight. Showers likely mainly before 8 p.m. Waves 1 foot or less. So, seems like there's got a storm system coming through in the afternoon, so keep an eye on that. Saturday may not be a great day. Sunday, we're looking at a west-northwest winds, 11 to 16 knots with gusts as high as 25 knots, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, northwest wind, 12 to 16 knots with gusts as high as 25 knots, partly cloudy, waves around a foot. So it's probably going to be choppy out there. If they're not big waves, it's going to be some pretty rough seas, so keep an eye on that. It's probably not a big deal, but if you're in a small fishing boat, it's going to get bumpy for a while. You're not going to be running fast. So, Monroe. So in Lake Erie today, we are looking at a west winds, 11 to 18 knots with gusts as high as 27 knots. Partly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And tonight, west wind, 7 to 13 knots with gusts as high as 21 knots. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. So, today actually looks like a great day to be on Lake Erie. So get out there and do some fishing out by the Detroit River. Saturday, west-southwest winds, 7 to 11 knots. Increasing clouds, waves 1 foot or less. And then Saturday night, west-southwest winds become 6 to 10 knots, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Winds can gust as high as 18 knots. A chance of showers between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Waves 1 foot or less. So that's that storm system they got rolling through on Saturday on Michigan. And it looks like it's going to just peter out and not become much as it goes across the state. So maybe it's not going to be as strong of a system as they're thinking for the west side of the state. So keep an eye on that. Sunday, west-northwest winds, 6 to 11 knots, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And Sunday night, northwest winds, 6 to 9 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So Sunday looks like a beautiful day to be on Lake Erie. So, yeah, that is the forecast for around the state of Michigan. So today, for the southwest area specifically, it's going to be windy. It's not going to be a great time to be out on the water. And then Saturday, just keep an eye on the rain because there is something moving through. It may just die off as it gets to the east side of the state. Obviously, the northern half of lower Michigan is looking pretty nice. And then Sunday, across the state, excuse me, Sunday across the state, it looks like it's actually going to be a beautiful day. So get out there, enjoy it, enjoy the waters, and you guys have a great adventure. Thanks for sticking with us, and it's good to see y'all. Good to see the comments. You guys have a great day and have a great adventure.